Hello, and welcome to another Summit Conversations video. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of how I just yesterday mapped out the next 4 months of projects for my business. I actually haven't had anything planned since our summit happened a month ago. I needed a little catch up time afterward. Like, we did plan to jump like right into a challenge, and I was just like, I can't do it. Then I was away for a week and I just kind of came back to no concrete plans. And my team was like, what are we supposed to be doing? It's been really quiet. So I thought it would be fun to walk you through the process, give you a little peek at some of the things that will be coming up. Maybe it'll kind of inspire you to find a process that works for you with your planning if you don't already have one. So, first things first, like why project planning is so important to me. It's not just because I think we should do it or anything like that. I have simply learned that I need projects on my calendar. Like, I'm just wired that way. I get energized knowing what I'm working toward. And honestly, having a plan gives me peace of mind that my business isn't going to tank. Like, I need a plan. If I don't have a plan, I'm just like unmotivated and anxious and all those things. My approach to planning has also changed a lot over the years. And what I've landed on like isn't complicated, not groundbreaking, but it works for me. So I want to kind of walk you through those steps, and then I will walk you through what those steps looked like yesterday as I actually put them into practice. So first, I just start with rough ideas in mind, like what kinds of projects have been coming to mind. Is it marketing strategies, new hires, new courses, content updates, like anything like that? And before I get too far, I do bring it up in my morning prayer time. Like, I can take credit for absolutely none of what Summit in a Box has become, and I'm not going to try to take control now. So I bring my ideas to God, see what answers, directions, closed doors I get. And then from there, I ask myself a series of questions. So, like, what sounds fun? That's as simple as the first question is. What sounds fun to me right now? What is energizing? If I am not excited about something, the energy isn't going to be there. And that's actually a way I sense when a door is being closed. I'm not supposed to do this if the gut feeling isn't overall positive. Second, I look at what does my business actually need right now to maintain where we are or to grow. And this isn't specific strategies. It's like, do we need revenue? Do we need leads? Like, what does the business need? And from there, I look at what do I want the business to have? So first, what does it need? Then what do I want it to have? And those are very often different things. And they are going to be in this example that I share in a minute. Next, I look at what projects fit into those things. So what does the business need? What do I want it to have? What strategies fit those things? And then what order of all the projects I come up with makes logical sense. I narrow down, cross things out, do some more prayer, all that good stuff. And then finally, I look at, okay, I have these projects in mind. This is what the business needs. This is what I want to do. What timeline sounds somewhat doable given everything else in my life? So those are kind of the steps. So for this specific planning session that I did yesterday, here's how I answered each of those questions. So again, I had some rough ideas already swimming around in my head. Through prayer, those ideas got solidified. One thing got added, one thing got pushed way back, like to Q4 or beyond. Like, who knows? Maybe it's not even going to happen, but something I was excited about, I guess I'm going to wait on. And then I went into, okay, what sounds fun? For me, what's sounding fun right now is a new offer. I'm not going to share like any details yet, but I'm really excited about it. It's something that I think will be really helpful for summit hosts and speakers. I've never seen it offered before. And like, I just want to put it out there. The next question was, what does my business need right now? So cash, always, right? We need to be generating revenue. I really love and value just feeling momentum. So cash and momentum were the first couple of things I said the business needs. A curriculum revamp. We definitely do a revamp of our Summit in a Box and Accelerator curriculum just to make sure everything is completely up to date so I can infuse new strategies I've tried in our last couple of summits and things like that. And we also really need a consistent lead generator that converts to our offers that we can run ads to. So we'll be setting up a new freebie funnel. As for what do I want the business to have? What I want is more engagement and connection with you, with my community, because I thrive on those things. If I am not feeling connected, if I'm not feeling engagement, I'm not excited to show up. I'm not excited to make anything or do anything. I don't know what to talk about. It's just not good. Like, I really want that connection. I want to be adding value. I want to be getting feedback and all of that good stuff. So that's what I want. As for what fits those things, here's kind of what I came up with. First, a new freebie and funnel, of course, a low lift training, so something I can use to generate sales and build engagement, but it has to be easy for me to do. The new offer, a challenge, a curriculum revamp, and another summit. So that's what we came up with, or that's what I came up with as to what's going to meet the needs of the business as well as the things I want to do. And then I looked at, again, what order makes sense now based on all of this. What made sense was to start with a quick cash injection plus engagement opportunity. So next week, you'll probably see me promoting a training for people hosting summits in Q3 of this year. That's something that is really beneficial to the people who attend, and it's just like the right time for them to join our offer. So it's like it's a win-win for everybody. I'm presenting the offer when it's most helpful for them. It's a very high value training. The freebie funnel also feels really high priority because once it's up and running, hopefully we'll just get consistent results from it. So I'm hoping to get that done in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I know I want to do our summit in July if possible, which means May would be good for our challenge. And everything else will just get planned out as those first couple projects get completed. With what my work hours are like right now, I just can't set things in stone anymore like I used to. So it's all right, we're going to do this first project. When this is done, we'll generate the timeline for the next project and things like that. My team can get started on some things here or there, but I need it to be flexible. From there, took that plan, presented it to my team, and they had really great feedback. They were like, well, what about putting this here instead? And this would make more sense if we put it here. I was like, okay, this is great. So it was really helpful to get feedback like that. I would recommend having those people. If you don't have a team, is there a friend? Is there a coach? Something like that. We do that kind of thing with our Accelerator VIP clients. It's just really helpful to get a second, third, fourth brain on the things you're doing. Once that was all finalized, Kate, who is kind of like my OBM project manager, does all the things, got the info she needed from me and then mapped out the first couple of projects in detail. And now I need to get moving on it. And I actually tried before recording this video. I was starting, and then one of the tools I was using was down. So we're here recording this video instead, but this needed to happen also. And yeah, something I want to be transparent around is I have all these plans, right? It sounds really great to be I have our next 4 months of business plans mapped out. But it's not going to actually happen that way, right? None of this is set in stone. I just can't be like that anymore. Back when I was working 40 plus hours a week, I could and I would work any extra hours I needed to hit these dates that I made up. But now homeschooling is my focus. I'm down to working about 20 hours a week. And I also need to make sure in that time, my clients are being very highly supported, that these videos are being recorded, emails are being written, the drill, all the things still need to happen. And work used to come first, but it just doesn't anymore. I have to be flexible. And if that means that these projects need to change and shift, which they will, I need to be okay with that. And I have learned to be okay with that. It was hard at first, but now I'm saying, oh, wait, the business doesn't implode when I move a project back a month or it totally gets removed or something like that. So that's a peek into how I approach project planning these days. It's not perfect or rigid or complicated, but it gives my team and I enough structure to move forward with confidence while allowing for the realities of life and to, pursue things we get excited about. And I'd also love to know how you plan your projects. If you have a similar approach, if you have something completely different, let me know in the comments below here. And if you're in the Summit Host Hangout Facebook group, you can always hop over there and share your planning process as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you have anything you'd like to hear about, any video or topic suggestions. It's really helpful for me to know what you want to hear. So I'm not this sounds fun. Let me teach them my messy project planning process. But yeah, hope it was interesting and thanks for being here.